Good evening, everyone. It's 6:30. I'll call this meeting to order. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Councilman Vigorello.
Jason Vicaro, First Ward Council, present.
Colin O'Connell, First Ward Council, present.
Misty Fuller, Second Ward Council, present.
Maria Mazzara, Second Ward Council, present.
Michael Hockenberry, Councilman at Large, present.
Dominic Sigalese, Mayor, present.
Jeffrey Rhodes, Third Ward Council, present.
Jacqueline Dennison, Fourth Ward Council, present.
Stan Siegel, Fourth Ward Councilman, present.
William Frank, Corporation Council, present.
Okay, thank you, everyone. We have no public hearings tonight. We have no presentations tonight. Public comment? Anyone signed up?
Nope.
No one signed up tonight. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to enter into executive session. Tonight, we are discussing personnel in the police department. This is Public Officers Law 105F, personnel. Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Councilman Rhodes, second by Councilman O'Connell. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
Oh, thank you. You're a gentleman.
No, I'm going by that.
Oh.
My reputation.
Poor reputation. Talk about the IT thing.
Perfect.
It needs to be, if it's for that amount. Okay.
No more camera for you.
That's good. Purposely.
No one's talking and, well, we don't need it. So right here, Pat? So right here?
You guys are funny. I'm sure he loved it, that's funny. I'm sitting here, I'm in the middle of a council meeting. They all had to walk out in another room, so. That's so funny. I love it. I love it. It's so good. Okay. Alright, we have to figure out what time on Saturday. Okay. Alright, awesome. Alright. Bye.
Is it over? Oh, I thought you said it started at 6:30. I guess I made a
During
mistake.
executive session.
Oh,
So
okay.
he'll be back in a couple minutes.
All right. I don't know what this is. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Thought it went to our stuff, but our stuff's in a cage. I wonder if it belongs to them. Oh well.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what that is either. I just texted you, didn't I?
I'm sorry.
I think I just texted you. Yeah. Did you get?
You know what? I turned off my phone.
Okay. I was like, we'll be done by 7:30 if you wanna go.
Okay.
As soon as we're done, you can. Is someone else gonna be able to be here?
No, it's just me. She works until 8 o'clock.
So they don't care that you're
I
here
already
by yourself?
told them at Board of Elections, I said, no, this is just the way it's gonna have to be, guys. And then I thought about it. Logan did it by himself.
Yeah. Well, plus like every year, I'm telling you, every year it's so messed up. That's why you should just, if you're gonna be doing it, save my number, call me like 2 weeks in
I'll be in
advance,
touch.
and you and I figure it out because.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, Excelsior has more room, you know, they all have a bay. Some are this big and some are this big. Excelsior's bay is bigger. So we could set up the tables, but I didn't want to do anything more because I didn't want to, I was a fire commissioner in Greenville. That's where I live. And I know not to block their equipment because they run in, they jump in their stuff and they get out. So, no, that's not from you. That's okay. So anyhow, we got the table set up and we got out the privacy booths, but they're all folded up. The other one, NeverSync, he said, oh, I'll be there by 5:30. I said, that's unacceptable. I said, our staff comes in at 5 because the voting opens at 6. He said, well, I'll do my best to be there at 5.
It is, it's hard, it's, you know, it's hard sometimes.
I just wish there was more city buildings available to use so that we didn't have to be in the firehouse and be a problem for them.
Have any though?
Hey Stan,
How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are
Everything
you?
work okay? Work out okay?
Everything was great.
And tomorrow's election?
Well, it's all set up for it.
How many people came? Do you know?
Oh yeah, I know.
10? 12?
A little bit higher.
What a waste of money. Let me turn this off. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them, I sat down, so you, everyone.
Yeah. Okay, 6:43, we'll entertain a motion to enter back into regular session.
So moved.
Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry, second by Councilman Mazzara. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Approval of minutes to June 8th, 2026, Common Council meeting minutes.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman O'Connor, second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Jason, you wanna just, what we'll do is we'll do the executive session material and you can roll it right into code.
Okay, very good. Executive session material, I'd like to make a motion to approve a light duty assignment for employee number 397, effective from July 20th, 2026 through September 14th, 2026.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connell.
Can you read those dates again, July 20th to?
July 20th through September 14th.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Police Committee.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm gonna go right into code. There's not much there to go over. We have not met since last council meeting. We're trying to schedule a meeting for July. We're tentatively looking at the second Tuesday in July, which would be July 14th. As far as the police committee, I have several items under that. I have a resolution I'd like to read. The resolution of Common Council of the City of Port Jervis authorizing the submission of a 2026 community-oriented policing services grant, COPS grant, application for the hiring of new officers. Now therefore, it is hereby resolved that the City of Port Jervis approves submission of an application by the mayor, the city chief of police, or their designee to community-oriented policing services program for a grant no later than July 23rd, 2026 for funding to hire new police officer or officers, of which a match is committed to be funded by the City of Port Jervis if such application is approved and accepted. And it is further resolved that the mayor, police chief, or their designee are authorized to execute the resulting grant contract and effectuate the intent of this resolution, including any grant award documents and contracts, all which shall be subject to review and approval by Corporation Council, and I will make that a motion.
First by Councilman Riccarello. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Fuller. Any discussion? Just briefly on this, we did discuss this at the police committee the other night. Again, will the city be awarded? You just basically have to be in it to win it. And also the city is under no obligation to accept the grant if we do get awarded. So, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
All right, I would like to make a motion, the service coordinator position, which we were given a grant to, fill that position. We did have to create a civil service position, which civil service has been working very hard on. It does need authorization, so I would like to make a motion for the mayor and the police chief to sign all related civil service documents on behalf of the city with the civil service department to establish that position.
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion? Again, this was funded through a grant through Senator Skoufis's office. and to move the position forward with the necessary grant funding, civil service position had to be officially created and then recognized by the council. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
I don't steal from you, or do you want me to do a motion to approve the graduation parade?
Sure.
I'll make a motion to approve the police department and any city involvement in this year's Port Jervis High School graduation parade and the approved route.
Second by Councilwoman Mazzara. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries.
And congratulations to all the Port Jervis and the area graduates and their parents. Please have a safe graduation season and congratulations, well deserved. And I'm done.
Thank you, sir. Planning, Zoning, Recreation, Councilman O'Connell.
Thank you, Mayor. Zoning was not met since our last meeting. It will next meet on Tuesday, July 7th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers. The planning board last met on June 16th. The board approved the conditional use permit for the proposed bakery and restaurant at 4147 East Main Street, the former Port Jervis Diner location. The project includes an expanded footprint bakery, retail sales and food preparation, on-site baking, parking, and a dumpster. The board also declared itself lead agency under the seeker and found no environmental impact. The board also approved the conditional use permit for Battle Beauty LLC at 76 East Main Street for a hair salon and personal service business. The building will require renovations and future facade work will be handled through the building permit process. The application for 3739 Pike Street involving mixed-use building was with commercial space and 4 apartments was not approved yet. The public hearing was left open because the site plan needed corrections, including square footage issues, lot combination questions, and dumpster requirements, and other plan details. This will return at the July 21st meeting. 2 public hearings were set for July 21st. One is the 27 Railroad Ave for a trade shop, following the zoning board's variance of approval. The other is for 11 South 6th Street, the former Kraus Photo Building, which is proposed to be renovated into 1 commercial space and 2 apartments. The planning board will next meet on July 21st at 7 p.m. in the council chambers. Recreation update. The dog yard at Church Street Park and the vehicle gate at Elks Bronx Park is now open. This gates and these parks will be locked every night at sunset. Please note that Church Street gate will be locked at 8 p.m. every night, the other gates at 9 p.m. The Youth Center Recreation Room is open 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. This week due to half day at school. And the Recreation Room will be closed June 25th to 26th. The splash pad at Church Street Park is now open daily between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. West End Beach is scheduled to open this Friday, June 26th at 12 p.m. The beach will be open 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends, and July 3rd. The beach is closed Tuesday and Wednesdays. The Summer Recreation Youth Program will start on Monday, June 29th at Church Street Park. It will be supervised between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and the Youth Center will be open 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. On Friday, 2 great field trips with Port Jervis Recreation this summer. New York Mets baseball game, Friday, July 31st. The cost is only $95 per person. The Bronx Zoo, Friday, August 14th. Cost is only $75 per person. Trips are filling up quickly. Contact us today to reserve your seats. Recreation Director at PortJervisNewYork.gov or 845-858-4045. Our 2026 summer recreation flyer is now completed and can be picked up at the Youth Center. Emailed to you, or you can view it on the city's webpage at PortJervisNewYork.gov /Parks and Rec. The Food Truck and Fireworks Festival will be held on Thursday, July 2nd. The Food Truck Festival will be held at Riverside Park between 5 and 10 p.m., 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Cost to enter is $5. Fireworks from Point Peter will go off at approximately 9:45 p.m. The next Recreation Commission meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, August 12th at 6:15 p.m. in the Youth Center. And I'd like to make a proposal to accept the DRI Riverside Park Design request for proposal motion. I'd like to make a motion to accept that Riverside Park design.
Hold on a second. Well,
It's not there, yeah,
Yeah, it's
Do you
not
want me to read it?
design.
I have the whole thing if you
So
want me
it's
to
just,
read it.
you're approving the solicitation for bids.
For bids, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we have a motion on the floor to approve. This is for the Downtown Revitalization Initiative. This is for Riverside Park. This is to put out the bid for architect engineers. Second by Councilwoman Fuller. Any discussion? All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries.
That was all I have.
Okay. Finance, Councilwoman Fuller.
Thank you, Mayor. We have bills to be paid from the general fund, $581,181.18. From the water fund, $108,481.02. From the sewer fund, $22,699.18. From the capital fund, $3,863.75. And from trust and agency, $2,155.24. For a total of $718,380.37. Some larger items to note from the general water and sewer funds. PERMA for $144,995. New York State Employees Health Insurance for $363,204.38. Orange and Rockland, Port Jervis Solar for $46,117.52. And the CSEA Employee Benefit for $7,884.60. From the capital fund, we had Dick's Concrete for $734.40. Far Engineering for $937.50. And Round Town Ready Mix for $762.50. I would like to make a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Second by Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry. Any discussion on the bills? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And I have one resolution this evening, a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis authorizing the mayor to renew the city's insurance policies with Trident Public Risk Solutions for the 2026-2027 policy period. Whereas the City of Port Jervis is in need of a renewal of its existing insurance policies, and whereas at the recommendation of the city's insurance agent, Marshall Sterling, and the city's finance committee, the Common Council has elected to Trident Public Risk Solutions Insurance Company as set forth below. Now, therefore, let it hereby be resolved. The Common Council hereby authorizes and directs Marshall Sterling to advise Trident Public Risk Solutions Insurance Company that the city has chosen Trident option number 4 for the city's 2026-2027 insurance policies at a total premium cost of $559,394. And it is further resolved that the mayor or his designee is hereby authorized to execute all documentation necessary to effectuate the intent of this resolution, subject to approval of the form and contents of such documentation by Marshall and Sterling and the Corporation Council. I make that a motion.
Second that.
Second by Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry. Any discussion on a renewal?
I would just like to say that Marshall Sterling and our city clerk's office did an immense amount of work on this renewal, and they were able to save us a significant amount of money. And while doing so, they also saved us in our insurance deductibles. So thank you to both of them.
I absolutely agree. There was a lot of work involved in this. Finance committee also, as mayor, I want to thank the finance committee The committee also had to go through 5 or 6 different proposals. They're all very confusing, and I want to just say good job to everybody too. I echo your statements. Anyone further? Unfortunately, Councilman Oni isn't here. We all know that this is a sticking point, hot topic for him. He missed it all. Yeah.
Well planned that was.
Yeah. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion carries. Good job, everybody.
And that's all I have, Mayor.
Okay, tourism, Councilwoman Mazzara.
Thank you, Mayor. Tourism has not met since their last meeting. The Tourism Board is holding a home decorating contest, red, white, and blooms, to celebrate America's 250th. The deadline to participate is July 15th. To participate, text your name, address, and phone number to 845-341-7313. Judging will be on July 17th. Winners will be announced on July 18th. You can view additional details on the Tourism's Facebook page. The Tourism Board is also accepting applications for the Italian Festival, Bella Nota Italiana, which will be held on Saturday, August 8th from noon until 9 p.m. at Orange Square Park.
Just to say it every meeting.
Applications are also available on the city's website or the city clerk's office. You may contact Tourism Chair Laura Meyer for any additional information by email, which is recently has been updated. It's tourism@portjervisny.gov. Again, it's tourism@portjervisny.gov. And the next tourism meeting will be held on Tuesday, July 14th at 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. And that's all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Fire and Emergency Management, Councilman Rose.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis authorizing the acceptance of donated vehicle from the Federal General Service Administration to be used by the City Fire Department. Whereas the City of Port Jervis has been awarded a donated surplus utility vehicle from the United States General Service Administration, which will be authorized by the City Fire Department in fighting brush fires, among other uses, and whereas the Common Council wishes to accept the donated vehicle, which will require the city to expend funds to have the vehicle transported to the city from Fort Riley, Kansas. Now, therefore, let it be hereby resolved that the Common Council hereby authorizes and directs the mayor or his designee to accept the donation of surplus utility vehicle from the United States General Service Administration, and it is further resolved that the mayor or his designee hereby authorized to execute all documents necessary to effectuate the intent of this resolution and to extend the funds necessary to the donated vehicle transported to the city from Fort Riley, Kansas. And I make that a motion, please.
Second.
Second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And just a few other things, since we're not gonna have a meeting in the beginning of July, Port Jervis Fireman's Day Parade is coming up, which would be on July 11th. Step off is at 2 o'clock, so all council members are welcome. Also before that, on Tuesday, July 7th is the night that the fire department goes around to visit the grave of past fire chiefs. So we'll be leaving Hammond Street Firehouse at 6 p.m. And then also on Friday, July 10th, the memorial service on Pike Street will start at 5:30, and then after that we'll leave there and go to the different firehouses. And then the next fire emergency management meeting will be July 20th at 6:30 here in the council chambers. And that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you, sir. CDA, Councilwoman Dennison.
Thank you, Mayor. The Port Jervis CDA last met on Wednesday, May 27th in the Rec Center. Under Section 8, the wait list closed on March 13th, 2026. Altogether, 415 applications were received, of which 30 were rejected and 385 were placed on the wait list. The current wait list holds 554 families. The CDA's 2024 and 2025 end-of-year reports were approved by the Board of Directors. The private DRI Tower mixed-use project received Planning Board approval. The DRI Jersey Avenue Sidewalk Rehabilitation Project is in design. The DRI Small Project Fund applications will be available on July 6th with required information center sessions scheduled for July 10th and 17th here in the council chambers. Updated information is available on the city's website under Notices/Jobs tab. The next Port Jervis CDA meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, June 24th at 7 p.m. on the second floor of the Rec Center. I also have a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis authorizing the engagement of FAR Engineering for professional engineering contractor oversight for the New York State Downtown Revitalization Initiative Small Projects Fund. Whereas the City of Port Jervis has been awarded funding under the New York State Downtown Revitalization Initiative, DRI, for among other initiatives, Small Projects Fund, and whereas the Small Project Fund requires engineering and contractor oversight services, and whereas FAR Engineering has submitted a proposal to provide the professional engineering and contractor oversight services with respect to the Small Projects Fund work, and whereas it is in the best interest of the city to retain said firm to provide such services. Now therefore it is hereby resolved that the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis hereby authorizes the mayor to enter into an agreement with FAR Engineering to provide professional engineering and contractor oversight services with respect to the Small Projects Fund in accordance with the annex proposal, and it is further resolved that the compensation for such services shall be in the amount not to exceed $30,000, subject to review and approval by the clerk treasurer and consistent with applicable persons' procurement and funding requirements, and be it further resolved that all actions taken shall comply with the New York State General Municipal Law, New York State Downtown Revitalization Initiative Program requirements, and any applicable grant conditions. And be it further resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately. I make that a motion, please.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Dennison, second by Councilman Vicarello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And I have one more, Mayor, please.
Go right ahead.
Amendment resolution of the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis authorizing the submission of the Department of Homeland Security fiscal year 2025 Assistance to Firefighters Grant, AFG application for wildfire personal protective equipment. Whereas the City of Port Jervis' fire department is not equipped with sufficient personal protective equipment, PPE, for wildfire response, and whereas the city is surrounded by, borders are encroached upon by forested lands to which the fire department is responsible, and to respond to any wildlife therein, whereas the City of Port Jervis Common Council understands that this amended project's cost is being retroactively approved as the June 22nd, 2026, 5 p.m. grant submission deadline occurs before the 6:30 Common Council meeting that evening. Now therefore it is hereby resolved that the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis hereby retroactively approves the submission of said grant application no later than June 22nd, 2026 at 5 p.m., which will provide high priority assistance to purchase and equip the active members of its 100% volunteer fire department for a revised project cost of $207,700 and contains a 5% city match of $9,890.48 for wildfire personal protective equipment, and that the mayor or his designee, including but not limited to Valerie Majinski, the executive director of the Port Jervis CDA, is authorized to execute any and all documents in connection with the application, and it is further resolved that this resolution replaces the resolution adopted by the Common Council on June 8, 2026 with respect to this grant application. I make that a motion, please.
Second.
Second by Councilman Rhodes. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Housing Veterans, PJTV 23, Councilman Siegel.
Thank you, Mayor. The last meeting of the Housing Authority was held on June 16th. Next meeting is scheduled for July 21st at 6 p.m. at Hillside Terrace. Port Jervis Senior Club meets on the second and fourth Wednesdays at 1:30 p.m. at VFW 161. As before, we're still looking for veterans without homes for a Rumshock Veterans Village. If you know or are someone who is a veteran without a home, please contact us at 845-248-1622 or 248-1743. And I'd like to say that we've gotten several calls already, so keep the calls coming so we can fill those houses in the fall. For the veterans, a new VA program is now available. The VA's Partial Claim Program is one of several options designed to help veterans keep their homes and avoid foreclosure. It's something the VA has worked with mortgage servicers to help 173,000 veterans in fiscal year 2025 alone. Other retention options include repayment plans, VA traditional loan modifications, 30-year loan modifications, 40-year loan modifications, VA disaster modifications, and disaster extend modifications. Veterans having difficulty reaching a resolution with the mortgage servicer can contact the VA 877-827-3702, option 6. Again, that's 877-827-3702, option 6. For more information about the VA Partial Claims Program and VA Home Loans, please visit the Loan Guarantee Service website. And that's a big one for people that are having difficulty. This could save them to keep their home. So keep that in mind. Again, the number is 877-827-3702, option 6. And from PJTV 23, for many years, Access 8, Access 23, and now PJ 23 has helped tell our community stories, cover events, preserve our history, and provide a platform for local voices. Today, we're working to build the next chapter of our public access TV station, but we need community involvement to make this happen. The good news is you don't need television experience to help. Whether you're interested in cameras, editing, social media, photography, writing, interviewing, or helping at events, there's a place for you. We're happy to help people learn the skills that they need. PJ23 belongs to the community, and its future depends on community participation. If you're interested in volunteering, we'd love to hear from you. Visit pjtv23.org to sign up or come to the station during events that happen here on Monday, the second and fourth Monday, or call and we will meet you here. We look forward to the future of Channel 23. We hope more members of the community will join us in preserving and sharing the stories that make Port Jervis special. And I'd like to close this with a quote from our tech guy. The best way to predict the future is to create it. And today's inspirational quote, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. And that's Robert Louis Stevenson. And I'd also like to congratulate all of our students that graduated this year. God bless you and good luck in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, DPW, Councilman Lawrence Hockenberry.
Thank you, Mayor. Garbage recycling in the weeks of June 22nd and June 29th will be on its normal schedule. First Ward cardboard will be picked up on Monday, July 6th due to the 4th of July holiday. Garbage recycling for the weeks of July 6th, July 13th, July 20th, and July 27th will all be on their normal schedule. 2026 garbage schedule is available at the city website at www.portjervisny.gov or by emailing DPW office at dpwclerk@portjervisny.gov. Bag, leaves, and brush will be picked up on Mondays. If not finished, they'll complete pickup on a Tuesday. City dump is open 7:15 to 11:30 a.m. every Saturday for City of Port Jervis residents only. Dump tickets are available at the city clerk's office located downstairs in this building. In-house blacktop repairs in all wards are ongoing. If you see something in need of repair, please contact the DPW office at 845-858-4001. In-house line striping has begun. Street sweeping is continuing in all wards. Paving will begin in the 3rd ward this week. Main road double yellow line striping will take place this week also. Generally they do that in the evening, hopefully it'll stay that way. Main line sewer and catch basin maintenance has begun in all wards as well. Our next DPW meeting is scheduled for July 6th, which is in Monday at 6 o'clock p.m. I have a note. So Toy X will be putting on a event on July 4th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I just got this message, I'm just gonna basically drop this from my phone. It's grand opening of the newly renovated Port Jervis Railroad Museum. It's gonna be on July 4th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the rail station, 100 Pike, right?
Mhm.
Over in the corner of 100 Pike Street. You guys are familiar with where it is? It's back by the new Ollie's, behind the Walgreens. They're gonna have a barbecue over there. They will also be collecting toys. It's gonna be their first toy collection event involving Gene Hughes. All toys collected at this event and future events there for Gene Hughes will be held by him on property in one of the boxcars. They will be distributed to local residents only. So if you do donate toys now during these specific events, they will be given out to Port Jervis residents by Mr. Hughes. Anyone interested, welcome to attend. They also have an Erie boxcar that they have refurbished that has historically history with Port Jervis as well. So if you go ahead and do that morning or afternoon, please stop by. I'm sure they'd be glad to see you. Also have a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis authorizing the Director of Public Works to accept bids for the construction of an administrative office pole barn structure for the Department of Public Works. Whereas the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis previously authorized the Director of Public Works to solicit bids for contractors in connection with the construction of a new prefabricated administration building for the department, which shall be a pole barn project. And whereas the submitted bids were solicited, opened, and received under the supervision of the City Clerk Treasurer on behalf of the city. And whereas the city is required under New York State law to award such a contract to the lowest responsible bidders. Whereas the lowest responsible bidders have been identified. Now, therefore, it is hereby resolved that the Common Council of the City of Port Jervis hereby authorizes the Director of Public Works to accept the following bids for the project, which are annexed here too. And they are for the pole barn structure, Pioneer Pole Buildings Incorporated, out of Schuylkill Haven, Pennsylvania, for $238,905. Concrete pad, Huff Cut Corporation, Circleville, New York, $34,650 even. And the insulation was Foam Tech spray foam insulation out of Wurtsboro, New York, for $30,256.00. And it is further resolved that the mayor and/or his designee is hereby authorized to execute all documentation necessary to effectuate the intent of this resolution, subject to approval of the form and content of such documentation by the Corporation Council and the city's consulting engineers. I'll make a motion to accept that.
Second.
Second by Councilman O'Connell. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries.
And that is all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, I got a few items here on Mayor's correspondence. I would like to thank the Soapbox Derby directors for allowing the city to participate in the opening day ceremonies there, again, as well as combining our Flag Day ceremony and our nation's 250th anniversary celebration. It was a wonderful idea that they presented, and it was able to combine two great events into one afternoon, and I thought it worked out perfectly, and I just want to thank them publicly again for that. At this time, I'd like to accept the resignation of Lisa Perkowski from the Civil Service.
So motion. Second.
Motion by Councilman Vicarello, second by Councilman Rhodes. All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. To go through a couple things, I know the council persons here have mentioned it in their reports, but I think a couple of them are worthwhile to just cover again before we break. This tourism board, Red, White, and Blooms. This is America's 250th home decorating contest, as Councilwoman Mazzara said. The judging will take place on July 17th. The winners will be announced on July 18th. The deadline to participate in this wonderful event is going to be July 15th. So please, let's start decorating your homes and celebrate this birthday of our nation. Going along with our celebrations of our nation here for 250th anniversary, as Councilman O'Connell said, is the Port Jervis Food Truck and Fireworks Festival, which will be held at Riverside Park July 2nd from 5 o'clock till 10 p.m. There's a $5 entrance fee to the Food Truck Festival. The Recreation Commission hopes everyone comes and enjoys over 25 food trucks and amazing live music, and help celebrate the 250th birthday of our nation. The fireworks, which this year's fireworks program will be a little bit bigger than previous years because of the anniversary, will start approximately at 9:40. And if you'd like more information, www.pjfoodtruckfireworks.org. Councilwoman Dennison read off a resolution to hire an engineer to oversee this project. Wednesday, I'm going to have an interview with Michelle Taylor on Wall Radio, but this is the DRI Small Projects Fund. I'm hoping from the mayor's standpoint that there are a lot of submissions from our small business community into this wonderful program that is funded by the state. We'll get this back up on our Facebook page also so everyone can see. The deadline for applications is July 6th, 2026. If you intend to apply, you have to make one or both sessions. The first session will be on July 10th, 2026. The second session is going to be July 17th, 2026. Both of those dates, we will be meeting here in the Common Council chambers. The times that they run is 12 p.m. through 3 p.m. and then again at 5:30 p.m. through 7 p.m. And again, this is the Small Projects Fund announcement. This is a great program for all of our local businesses that are within the geographical boundaries of the DRI project. Lastly, I'd like to entertain a motion to suspend our next council meeting on July 13th, 2026, and to allow our bills to be paid until our next meeting, which will be held on July 27th, 2026, 6:30 p.m. here in the City Council chambers. What's your pleasure?
I make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Rhodes, second by Councilman Siegel. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. All right, and just a reminder, the second half of the city tax bills are going to be due on June 30th. Please get to the city clerk's office in City Hall. I have nothing further. I hope everybody has a safe and enjoyable 4th of July and ceremonies. I hope to see everybody out there for the Port Jervis Fireman's Day Parade. With that, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved. Or second.
Councilman Large, second by Councilman Rhodes. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Good night, everyone.